What would you change if you could change one thing about Donald Trump?
Um, what would I change? The one thing about Donald Trump. I'm not sure I okay. Um, if he would stop like making fun of other opponents or whatnot, Ron DeSanctimonious type of things. I think that's incredibly juvenile.
He would lose my support if he continues like he did last time, calling people names. A woman that looks like a horse, she calls her horse face. Don't do that.
Who would have thought that what was once the hot trend would cool down faster than a scoop of ice cream on a hot summer day?
One thing I didn't like about Donald Trump, and most people don't, is all this texting and calling people horse face and all that. So we're going to stop all that.
Trump has a bad reputation, but he's also a strong businessman, and he's going to, make a lot of changes that maybe we won't like, but it's going to be changes we need, and I'm ready for that ride.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and it sounds like you've upgraded your spine from non-existent to mighty in just one try. Suddenly, the name-calling game just isn't as thrilling anymore, huh? Keep flexing that newfound backbone, and let's see where this adventure in civility takes you next. TYT's Michael Shure interviewed a pack of former Trump enthusiasts who are suddenly feeling a bit queasy about their former Orange Lord and Savior's political mudslinging.
Are you worried about Donald Trump's age and cognition? He's been making some mistakes on the road recently.
Yeah, that is concerning. He is getting up there. I do wish that we had young politicians that are leading the charge.
I wouldn't say I was concerned. It's definitely something you look into. Unfortunately, he is getting up there in age, and it's something to consider. But I feel like with certain decline of Joe Biden, you're just not seeing that with Trump. Like, he's still passionately going out there, even with the court case now, even the things with Melania and her mom just passed. He's very his statue is very strong, and he seems very, very there.
The irony sticks out like a sore thumb. An outspoken advocate for justice and equality, decrying the wealthy elite, yet staunchly supporting a billionaire known for his raunchy antics. Wrestling with internal turmoil, this individual displays the struggle between ideals and allegiance amidst the relentless twists and turns of political fervor.
We just have to stick to policy and procedure and the rule of law, among other things. And the primary responsibility of the President of the United States is to protect our sovereign nation. And you can't be going getting ice cream and telling me the vice president's doing something. Nothing's being done. Bill Gates, Bezos, all these rich people, they want it like this. They want chaos. They're building their bunkers in Hawaii and they're doing all that. But what about the rest of us citizens that paid our dues? I paid my dues. Is Social Security going to be there for me? I'm worried.
It's as if they stumbled into a comedy of errors, mixing up their political plot lines like a squirrel hoarding nuts in a maze. After dishing out a heaping serving of misinformation about Social Security to sow seeds of fear, this individual doubled down on their fear-mongering antics by conjuring up the specter of Michelle Obama running for president.
I think people have had enough of the third Obama administration. Now, the only fear that we have is what if Michelle Obama runs? And I'm saying, they came into office with $1.2 million. They were two lawyers. He had a half a Senate term. That's about right from Chicago. But now they're worth $150 million on a $400,000 a year salary. It just, you know and I know that people get their pockets greased. I don't think Michelle's going to want to come out and work because Barack never worked 40 hours a week. He left 300 vacant judge spots, and he did a lot of other things. He could have done more, but he didn't.
It's like these MAGA morons are running a non-stop horror movie marathon in their head, with each scare tactic more absurd than the last. Michael Shure's interviews are like watching a clown stumble through a minefield of contradictions. These hapless individuals' argument crumble under the weight of their own ignorance and compromised positions. They're like a ship lost at sea without a compass, blindly navigating through a storm of misinformation and incompetence. It's a comedy of errors that would be amusing if it weren't so concerning. The 2024 elections are a literal crossroads where the stakes couldn't be higher. The battle lines are drawn between reason and delusion, with the fate of our country hanging in the balance. These blinded followers have unwittingly become foot soldiers in spreading propaganda that threatens the very fabric of our society. It's a fight between good and evil, and now more than ever, we have to take a stand for truth, justice, and the future we envision for our nation. The choice is clear. Stand on the side of reason and integrity or risk being consumed by the darkness of ignorance and hate. It's up to you. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.